Total Sports Network broadcast. You can find us on Roku TV, Amazon Fire Stick TV, Facebook, and YouTube. Get all your sports news here first. The daily podcasts are Ken and Ken in the Morning, Lions Talk with Smoking Jeremy B, Wrestling Roundup, The Big Football Show, and more, Shield TV, Lions Villain Report, and Red Zone Rant. The afternoon podcasts are Valhalla, Grosef Sports, WCFL Dolphins Talk, The Cheap Seats, The Bodkin Show, Spirit of Detroit Podcast, and Maniacs. The nightly podcasts are Hallis Hall Report, Frozen Tundra Network, Skull Gang 365, The Huddle Sports Network Open Mic, First and 10 with Foz, Main Event Football Show, Prime Sports World, The Man Cave, Prim and Proper Sports. Spitballing Podcast, Lions Fan Cave Chat, Puckett, 313 Den Podcast, The Guys Huddle, Shots from the Sideline, Let's Talk Sports, The Michigan Truth Sports Podcast, Off the Rails, NFC Northeast, Power Hours, and Detroit Lions News. Make sure you follow, like, share, subscribe, and comment. Hope you like all the shows.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Open Mic. Yeah, how's it going?
It's Saturday night.
Saturday and somebody's partying. There it is. It's Mike the Bear fan. Got it.
Well, how do you guys like Restream? This is it.
Hey, I told you I love Restream.
It's different.
It is different. I got to get used to it, but
well, the layout's real similar, but I'll let you know in about a week. But everything I see looks good.
Yeah, the only thing is when people pop in, I'm gonna have to watch that corner up there, that little icon.
It has an icon with the number. It does like a little bloop ringtone thing when we pop in.
Does it make a sound when someone goes in the back? Does it make a sound when someone goes in there?
Yeah, it has like a little. Matt Henry in the chat, our resident Bear fan on the Huddle.
What's up, Matt? Welcome to the.
Good evening, fellas.
Yeah. So
John's almost as dark as came out of that coyote over there with no lighting.
I'm looking for the coyote.
It's a Viking fan. They had a win, so they're coming out, bro. They're out.
I know.
Oh, what's that supposed to mean?
Well, because, bro, look, all of us didn't think you guys would do as well as you did your opening game. I'm just gonna go right out and say it. Darnold played better than you expected. I'm just saying.
I thought it was going to be
Let's see what he does tomorrow. Because San Fran's a real team.
Came out of Darnold as we got out of Daniel Jones. I'm not going to lie. I said that. I said those words. I said, until he proves it to me, I have Sam Darnold at the Danny Dimes level. And as a matter of fact, I might even put Danny Dimes at that time a peg above him because he at least won a playoff game versus Kirk Cousins and the Vikings, no less.
Yeah. No, he played good, man. You guys, your defense played well. I mean, I didn't know what your secondary was going to do. They showed up. I mean, didn't they have a pick six? I mean, I thought you guys had a pick six. Did you guys have a pick six? I won your 28 points.
I don't think. No, did we? I don't remember.
Well, I know you guys had a pick.
I didn't catch all the games. Sundays I'm usually like driving around, driving people places. So I do miss things from time to time.
Nah, it's all good. I mean, how do you guys feel about losing Addison? How long's he out for?
They're talking about possibly 3 to 4 weeks.
3 to 4.
3 to 4. Ankle. You heard that ankle, so.
Yeah, that's it. So no IR, no pup, none of that?
No, not that I'm aware of, no. I could be wrong, though.
It looks
What do you
like
guys think you're gonna
Chicago, both Roma Duzé and Keelan Allen might be out.
Yeah, I think
Possibly
Roman-
they're questionable. They're
I know, right?
questionable.
What's both of them?
They said that more than likely, the way it's going, they'll be out.
Yeah, Jordan Love's out. We're gonna see Malik Willis. I know. I'm glad. He's out. I didn't want him to play anyway.
Well, let me ask you a question. I remember hearing a few Packer fans say, "Oh, he'll play." A lot of these players have these injuries that Jordan Love has, and they play.
I mean, a real Packer fan ain't gonna tell you that. I mean, one of those, crazy ass fanatical ones might tell you that, but I mean, bro, it is what it is. He's there's a sound. I heard a sound.
Oh, so you're saying that Bill Nesmith's a crazy ass fan because he's one of them?
Bill the Packer fan, but he's in the background. He's here.
Oh, I see. Okay, I got it. Yeah, no. I mean, I don't want Love to play. I want him to sit. I want him to take his time. I want him to enjoy his day off, and I want to see what Willis can do. And I think
he'll at the end of the day, he'll let
yes, yeah, oh, for sure, he'll. That's the whole point. Is I don't want him to get re-injured. I don't want him to knock himself out, make it so he's out for we got to IR him. I mean, look, it was a freak thing that happened. It could happen again. Let's take a week off. Let's ride Willis. Let's ride Jacobs. I mean, that's why we brought Jacobs in. They're going to ride his big ass. Let's go.
Correct. Yeah.
The defense has got to step up. They got to play a little tougher. This is, and so you got your star player down. Everyone else got to get better,
Right.
Holy shit. Ken, did you shave, bro? What the
No,
fuck?
you don't get to see that. All you need to know is the voice of God is here.
Holy shit. What was that, man?
No,
He don't want to see. He messed up with the shaver. He had to take it.
He did. He fucking went zip and took it off too much.
So every so often I take it down to 0 and let it re-go.
Yeah, you did, bro. It's all gone.
Yeah, this was a shave it all off weekend. I haven't done that in about a year.
That's all right, man. I lost a bet. I had to shave it off too, so
I didn't lose a bet. I just decided to do it.
Oh yeah, Willis. I guess he runs. I mean, I hope he can
all
run.
coming out of the woodworks. Look at this remote number: 2 Bears, 2 Vikings, 1 Lion, 1 Packer.
Yeah, let's do it.
And Catalan, get
Jeremy,
in here.
Hey, let's get Darcy McVille in here so we can have it all.
Let's not get a Darcy in here and say we did. All right.
No.
The Rams to win. That's not a fan.
Yeah.
Hey, he's a Buffalo Bills fan too. I forget that.
And he picked you guys to lose anyway, didn't he?
Right. He said the Rams are going to win 31-17. That was what he said.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Darcy, he's a clown. Guys, just a straight up clown. Go figure.
Well, let's talk about that game, Jeremy.
And Joseph Austin, Willis. I guess
you guys really handled it in overtime. What happened during the game? Why couldn't you guys run the ball that effectively during the game?
They didn't call the run plays. We did in the first half, and we went away from it in the third quarter. You know what it reminded me of? The NFC Championship game. We didn't.
Yes, that's what I said. I said the same thing. I said the same thing, man.
Dude, what's with the NFL schedule makers? They've gave the Lions a repeat of the playoffs for the first 2 games of the season.
Yeah,
They sure did, right? They sure did.
it's great and it's glorious. You know why? Don't you?
Yeah, you're not lying.
You want me to tell you the stats, and I'll tell you why it's so great.
Wow.
There's only been 4 teams that's repeated their playoff rematches in NFL history. All 4 of them has made the Super Bowl, and 3 of them have won it.
So
what you're telling me is,
Yes.
Rob, yeah, but Rob, here's what that means. Rob, here's what that means, right? Because so far this has been a year those statistics have been broken. You see what I'm saying? Because before this year, no number 1 overall pick had won their first game. Well, that was already broken. So you see the trend, Rob.
Yeah.
They won't be making the Super Bowl. Yeah, that's because of that.
A lot of trends breaking, I guess.
Good luck with that.
We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, we don't want Darcy on here anyway to talk about too much tread on the tires.
Darcy's all right. He has his moments, man. He has his moments. That's for
I'm
sure.
Be like your Canadian friend.
After what Carrico told me, I got a different stance on him. I think he's a clown.
Oh, Jesus Christ, man. I don't know. Look, I know John's been quiet. He's been quiet on the Daily Day Show too. I know that.
Hey, I'll tell you right now. He came out and said prior to the season last year, if the Lions beat Green Bay in Green Bay, he'd never say same old Lions again. He's a Welch.
Yeah.
Damn.
Wow.
Yeah, Dorn.
Yeah.
So what
Like that when he
what you're saying is he's same old Dorn.
Same old
Dorn. What is it I called him before? Homerist Dorn? Yeah, that's it.
Homer Dorn.
If he Homerist. I made up a word for him.
Yeah, he's the
Lots
most
of
Homer
feedback, breakup. Yeah, someone's got a mic or some kind of issue there. I'm hearing it too. Bear down, Dom. Ooh, it just went away with James.
Look at all these. Well, anyway, all right. So let's see who you got. You got the rematch. This is the Baker rematch.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So you guys are playing the Creamsicle Pirates as main event. Mike calls them.
Well, they were
Creamsicle
Creamsicle Pirates when they were.
Are they wearing the creamsicles? Are they wearing the creamsicles this weekend?
No, they're wearing their normal away jerseys.
Damn it! I wanted the fucking creamsicle.
It's in Detroit. It's in Detroit. This one's in Detroit again.
Yeah.
That's
what I'm saying. Detroit got back-to-back home games.
Wow, man. You guys got the luck on the first couple games, bro.
And then we get to play Arizona.
And then Arizona.
Before we come back home to have Monday Night Football versus Seattle.
Yeah.
Jimmy, I got to ask you a question. How come the Lions team were trying to really put the hurt on Matthew Stafford? They were really trying to take his ankles and legs out.
Because
he's 3 or 4 plays where it looked like they were trying to fucking hit the guy. What was up with that, man?
They're trying to bite the kneecaps.
Oh, yeah, maybe that's it.
Joseph, the computer has a low melting point.
I love Joseph.
And the Bears play the 49ers on Sunday night?
Nope.
Oh.
Yeah, they do.
They play the 49ers.
Vikings do play
the Vikings got the 49ers. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Who do you guys got?
We got
the Bears
Texans. So here's my complaint, though. They got the Texans. It's an alternate jersey game.
Oh, Texans. That's
We're
right.
wearing the Orange Crush jerseys. They're wearing the whiteout jerseys with blue helmets. So I don't know how you call that a whiteout if you're still wearing blue helmet. Like,
are you guys wearing white pants with your orange, or is it orange pants too?
It's orange. Orange helmet.
All
orange.
orange. Yeah.
Orange pants.
I saw a clip. They had white pants on with the orange top. That's what I was asking.
So what he's trying to say is it's gonna be Halloween night.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. Yeah.
Trick or treat.
But the feedback does come back every now and then on John's side. I don't know what he does, but when he turns his phone a certain way, we get feedback.
It's John.
You can actually watch the volume side when it happens.
I muted my phone though.
Okay, yeah. When you're muted, there's nothing.
Yeah. Okay, maybe that's all it was.
Those Google phone users,
Hey, my Android worked great. I used it this morning for a podcast. I don't know what you're talking about.
And the Bears, you guys are in Houston?
Yeah, we're in Houston.
Houston.
Yeah,
oh, we'll be fine. You know why? You know why, Rob?
Why?
I'll show you why we're gonna be fine. JB knew what I was gonna do. That's why they will be fine. They're gonna be hopped up on that beer stick capsule, baby.
Because of that nutty flavor.
It's espresso, dude. How are you not hopped up when it's espresso?
Yeah, I guess you could be.
So that's what Caleb didn't have last game was the espresso.
He did it. It's obvious. He was probably
Yeah. Why am I wearing a Michigan hat? Because I was at the Michigan game, hence why I wore my Hutchinson t-shirt.
Yep. You know what though, Matt? I chose to fight with the razor. I knew what I was doing. I was every so often. So here's the thing, and guys, guys who trim their beards and that can understand. I always kept the goatee. I always just stubble this. But right, the upper lip, it never seems to trim. The trimmers just never, it's always that little extra. And after a while, so I said, I'm just gonna take it down the base. I'm gonna just take it all down, and by Monday, Tuesday, the goatee will be back. But the funny story is, I scared my grandchild with it the other day because I did it out of the shower. And my wife calls with the
Megan doesn't
grandbaby.
know her schedule very well because USC comes to Michigan.
So here's the thing, my grandbaby's never seen me without facial hair. So he hears my voice. Well, that's my pop-pop's voice, but you don't look like my pop-pop. I got the frilled lip, and all of a sudden he started to well up to cry. And my wife's like, no, it's your pop-pop, it's your pop-pop. And then he kind of like, well, the voice does sound right, but you don't look like him. So I haven't done this about a year and a half.
You really want to scare the shit out of them? Show a picture of Rick Mott or Darcy McVille. That will scare the shit out of them real fucking fast.
But yeah, I know, Matt. Right? I'm 15 years younger.
Sandwich.
I retired what, 5.5 years ago? I think this is like only the second time I've taken the raise. The other time was for my daughter's wedding. And that, I mean, I just normally, but just for whatever reason, and here we are. Yeah, 15 years younger.
I thought you were just superstitious trying to shame away all the
no.
Ken, how many offensive touchdowns are you going to get against a better defense than the Titans?
I don't know. I love it. We made an offensive line move today. Threw one to the IR, brought one up in the practice squad. Bates went to the IR. He was their signee, off-season signee. For me, it comes down to the offensive line. If the offensive line has a better game and can get, it doesn't even have to look at the offensive line. If they can just get better, even just on the run game, then they can probably we'll get an offensive score. Touchdown, I think. If they play like they did last week, though.
Yeah, if you can't run or pass,
that's
like
what I'm
last
saying.
week, yeah.
So, I'm hoping the offensive line is look at this point, the offensive line should be taking steps forward, gelling. If they're better, then they'll score a couple touchdowns.
What's the over/under on 100 yards per play?
I don't know. That's a good question.
I don't know, but he wasn't. Caleb wasn't the only one that had a rough time as a starting quarterback last week, nor was the Bears line the only O-line that had a rough time. So it's that time of year. Defenses tend to do better. There were some O-lines that did good. I mean, the Lions O-line did pretty good. The Rams O-line did pretty decent. But these are O-lines that have been together a little bit more.
You guys are your offense, man, with your quarterback and all the stuff, all the pieces you added. You guys were supposed to do better.
And what have I said from the jump, though? It's all been it's whatever that the O line's going to drive the train, and the O line, and Gun Guy's right. It's exactly like last year for the Bears. I say you're wrong in that one respect. It's not like last year. It's worse than last year.
It's worse, yeah.
At least last year we had
our that. All right.
Our O line. Our O-line was pretty good on the run last year, but in week one, they were terrible for the run.
Let me correct Danny for you. Caleb did play in the preseason, though. He had 7 drives with 0 touchdowns. He played in every game.
Well, if Rome didn't step out of bounds, that would have been a touchdown. I mean, Rome kind of cost him one, but I mean,
you can't tell me he ran out of bounds. By the
receiver
quarterback.
That was look at he put the ball where it should be. The receiver just like, he should have checked his feet. So I mean, let's not talk like he doesn't have the talent
by the corner when he caught the ball.
Well, but even still, what happened? I mean, I watched some of his throws last week. I mean, he missed a mark on quite a few throws.
Yeah, he did. He had like actually Keenan Allen should have caught that one.
No, that was on Keenan Allen. I'm 100% telling you that
should have been a touchdown. I did notice this. I think you could tell the defensive pressure was getting to him. One of the throws that really comes to mind, or one throw in particular, I think he threw it to at Rome's feet. And that one throw was like in the third quarter or something. He stepped up in the pocket, threw the ball, and dropped it at the receiver's feet.
Yeah.
And he still had time to actually make a good throw, but he rushed the throw because he was feeling pressure. I think that's so. Some of that he's got to get better. That's a rookie mistake. A couple balls were while he was on the move. Other, multiple things going on, and some of those will as he goes on, he'll get better at connecting. So there was some rookie. You saw some rookie. You definitely saw some rookie in him last week for sure. No question about it. Judging the pressure, and some other things that'll improve, I think, on his part. But the offensive line has to improve, or it doesn't matter. The offensive line doesn't improve, it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
but let's
You're
not
right, man.
forget what Keenan Allen did to that touchdown pass. He immediately gripped his hammy right after that play.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
He was running, streaking into the end zone, went to reach for it. When he came down, he pulled his hands down almost as soon as the ball got there. And then when he gripped the back of his leg, that's when he went off the field for a minute. I don't know. Was that cramping, hamstring tightness? What was it?
He has no hamstring injury. He had a heel injury. But yeah, I don't know what that was. They never said. And like there were some other rookie things that happened in that game, like Rome Odunze being 2 feet away from Keenan Allen in the end zone. It's like, dude, separate. So I mean, we saw some rookie mistakes, some growing mistakes, and look at going back to the should have played the Patty's comment. I think it's more than just quarterbacks should have played in the preseason, and we saw this league wide. I mean, offensive lines most definitely need to play more in the preseason. We saw that. Just the starters in general need more time in the preseason. They're not getting enough.
That too, because everybody on the Rams O-line, because there wasn't any starters in place, they played all preseason. They didn't look good.
The Rams O-line, they looked okay. Looked better than the Bears.
They looked okay. Kyron Williams only had 59 yards rushing. Matt Stafford was hit a total of 7 times, sacked twice. Oh,
they were still able to give him time. Yeah, but okay, yeah, they did. Actually, you know why? They were able to take you to overtime and score offensive touchdowns and do things and move the ball.
Well, that's because we quit running the ball. I told you that.
But their offense was able to do things. So their offensive line did better than a lot of other offensive lines where they just couldn't do anything because it was like, there's my quarterback. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean,
when you have the lead and you don't control the time of possession, what happens to your defense, Ken?
Gets tired.
They wear down some. But their
Lethargic.
offensive line did stuff in the first half. It wasn't all at the end of the game. They did it. Their best
scored
drives were
3 points.
Their
in
best
the first half.
ball was the end of the game, though. The best ball was at the end of the game.
Yeah, the best balls at the game. But they were still better than the Bears' offensive line. I mean, look at there's still a correlation with these guys. These guys need more time in the preseason across the board. They need more time in the preseason. I mean, it's a fact. It is a fact that week 1 normally sucks.
Hey,
Week 1 normally sucks.
Jeremy, I want to ask you a question. Did you watch the Rams-Lions game last week?
Yes, I did.
Okay, did the Rams offensive line do good?
Not till the second half. The first half, they
Okay, that's all you need to know, Ken. Ken, you arguing with Jeremy? He watched the game. He knows more about the line or the game, so it should
I watched
stop
the
there.
game. Hold on a second, Woody. I watched the game. I mean, he may know more about the Lions, but I watched the same Rams offensive line that he did.
What makes you guys argue?
Nobody had a good first week, man. Nobody had a good first
Exactly.
week.
That's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, overall, even the Rams offensive line looked better than the Bears offensive line. But the overall argument is that the starters need more time in the preseason. Because week 1, up and down the board for the most part, I mean, talking like 80% of the teams were terrible up and down the board. They need. That's why week 1 is just a crapshoot, such a crapshoot every year, because they're not getting the time in the preseason they should be getting like they used to get.
I think the Bears had you start out, you shut them down the first 2 series, and then the second half, I mean, they scored 17 straight, and then you guys scored like 24 straight.
Yeah, but that was all mostly defensive. I mean, the defense.
Yeah. Well, it's
3 points
defensive special teams. I mean, Didn't you have a punt return? I mean, you guys had a punt return?
No, both touchdowns were special team / defensive. There was no offensive touchdowns. The best thing the offense did was get in field goal range, put up some Santos field goals. But here was the thing that just made me go, what the heck? So the Bears offense couldn't do jack almost the entire game. After we get the pick 6, they walk out and convert a 2-point conversion like it was nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, they made the play look simple. And I was like,
the overtime drive for the Lions, that was like state of the art. They could do no wrong on that entire drive, bro.
No.
Just put straight down.
Perfect.
It was perfect.
A nice slant to St. Brown, a nice little screen pass to the other guy, and then it was run straight down their throat.
Monty can still play. Monty's still got tread on the tires.
Tread.
So there was some fun games tomorrow.
He was ripping it off. He had a good game.
Monty looked like he had some fucking fresh good years.
Yeah.
Exactly. Looks like he shopped at Brandon Service.
He did look.
Shot out of the Indy 500.
It was a good. I mean, yeah. Everybody had. I mean, no team could just like, except maybe the Cowboys. I mean, I don't know who else played a great game like that. Just the Saints, and even those guys. They probably got things they took away that they got to fix. I mean, because I don't see anybody playing perfect ball.
Benefited by getting 21 points because they played the Panthers.
Yeah.
Right.
That's true.
Dallas, they may have confidence in everything, but who has the longest home winning streak right now in the NFL? It's the Dallas Cowboys in the regular season.
Yeah, for the regular season, yes. Yeah, you're right. But what was I going to say? Shit. How about the Cleveland Browns? They look terrible. They look lost. They look like they're going to fucking do crap. That's very disappointing.
That quarterback situation's coming back to bite them in the ass.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's just like Russell. That's like Russell Wilson.
That O-line protected for every single backup QB last year. And this year, it looks like they said, get them, boys. It looked like the whole O-line turned sideways and just let them have at it. Because he had no time. By the time Deshaun Watson thought about bringing the ball up, he was it.
So,
yeah, I'm surprised. The Bengals game surprised me as well. I know they're 0-3 or whatever with the last first games with Joe Burrow, and they did pretty good. But it surprised the hell out of me how they played.
I lost my survival pool week 1 because of the Bengals. They fucking suck.
I know everybody had that as the lock of the week across the NFL. Every pundit, a lot of us had it as the lock of the week.
Yeah,
my suicide poll. I had the Saints. So.
Well, yeah, I mean that was the 2 best locks there was. It was either take the Saints or take the Bengals because both of them were facing what's considered 31 and 32 ranked rosters in the league.
Yeah.
So do we call that the week 1 upset? The
Bengals, that was definitely. The Bengals suck, bro.
It might be the upset of the decade when it's over.
Yeah.
Because nobody thought New England, except for a couple of Patriot fans, had a shot.
Oh. And the other game I lost, I had the Raiders beating the Chargers because Chargers have a high school team out there, and they pulled it out.
Better coach.
Is it the coach? Was it Harbaugh? Or was it just the lack of coaching on the Raiders? Because I think that's their problem is lack of coaching.
Well, I think Minshew is a best backup quarterback, not a starting quarterback.
You know who he reminds me of? When he's a backup, he spits magic. When he's a starter, he spits tragic.
Yeah,
it's tragic. Where do you come up with this? I love it.
He writes it every day. He writes them down. He's a
writer, man. He's got the face of a writer. He's got a face of a writer.
Somebody's holding cards in front of his camera.
That's my card.
He pays the guy, yeah.
His son's right there.
Hey, do we have it on here? Oh wait, no, I don't. I can do something.
What's up,
different.
Mr.
Okay.
Cowboy fan, coffee man? What's up?
Yeah, I want to do something for Steve real quick. I want to show him something, so bear with me. It's not going to change. And I'm also, as we're
All right, we'll talk about his Cowboys for a minute. Hey, man, they played really good. Your Cowboys played really good on Sunday, bro.
Yeah, they roasted Cleveland's nuts.
They did. Fucking A, bro. They showed it.
They sure were bold and nutty, just like Bear 6 Actual.
Bold and just like the coffee, bro.
Speaking of which, Steve. Oh, hey, speaking of which, Steve, this is for you.
Coffee to perfection. Expect nothing else. Do you like to make yourself a hot cup of coffee to start your day? We have both whole bean and grounded. Also great for all you iced coffee if not a hot kind of person. Even make yourself a frappe to quench your thirst. The best tasting coffee with espresso. It's only $18.99 plus taxes for a 12-ounce bag. Buy 1 to 5 bags and shipping is only $7. If you spend over $100, shipping is absolutely free.
Dun, 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 dun.
There you go, Steve.
Like what? the fuck?
Look at Steve is like, what the? Yeah, because I told him we were going to do it. He just hadn't seen it yet. So, and there you go. Look at Steve. We got a QR code for you. Steve, if you guys haven't figured out yet, is the guy who makes Bear 6 Actual. He also makes some other. Look, I'm a coffee guy, so I also drink a lot of his other coffees. Task Force whiskey is good. Task Force Sierra I use a lot. In fact, I just made a big batch of cold brew.
I think you're gonna make him cry, bro. You're gonna make him cry.
Hey,
he's tearing up.
Look at
What's up, A-Dub?
What's up, A-Dub?
What's up, guys?
Hey, Dub.
So, yeah, Steve, there you go.
Your coffee gets a lot of love there, Steve. A lot of love.
And we'll throw this up real quick so people can adjust their phones, snap the QR code. I like that too. I didn't notice that when we were messing around the other day, JB, with the new platform. We throw the QR code up, it throws the link in the chat.
Yeah, it does automatically.
Yeah.
When you're live, it does it.
Yeah.
And also,
so there you go, Steve.
That is the second time someone scanned the code today.
Yeah.
There you go. Look, yeah. That's cool.
And oh, by the way,
scan it. That's cool. It's even got it on there. It tells you how many people scanned it. That's fucking cool.
Yeah.
You know what? Hey, Mike, Carrico, it was good idea to switch to Restream, maybe.
Yeah. Steve,
we can
Mike,
see exactly how many is on every channel that we're going to right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Mike, Steve, Mike is the one who made the video. He can send you the video. The QR code is actually made within Restream. I just added the link. And it does it automatically.
There's another one. There's another one. That's so cool.
Yeah, get you some coffee. Look at the Bear 6 Actual is an espresso roast. You can drip it, you can espresso it, you can cold brew it. That's my daily hot. Some of the other good ones like Task Force Sierra is really smooth. It's really smooth for a cold brew.
That sounded like a toilet, buddy.
A huge batch I did.
Keeping it real, Woody. Keeping it.
If you're a whiskey drinker, you're gonna smell Task Force whiskey and think you're drinking a fifth of Jameson. So some good stuff.
Play that sound again, there, Ken. Play that sound again, please.
I don't know what sound that was.
You don't even know you really hit it.
Oh, hey, look, there's Darren in his new apartment.
Can
What's
I
up,
snort
Santa
it?
Claus?
I don't know. Man. Give it a shot.
Santa Claus, what's going on?
Not a whole lot.
Matt, just shut up, man. Just shut up, man.
Wow, someone's actually watching my YouTube.
Oh my god. That's some roasted nuts there.
And of course, you guys see what's got to be scaring people. They're watching.
Hey, Dub, what do you think of Malik Willis? What do you think of Willis taking over for Love? Think he can handle it?
So one will find out.
I don't know why.
Like I'm not like I ain't saying much about him. Like I'm not sure if I like the idea or I don't. But my thing is, I'm just gonna watch and see. I mean, that's the only approach I take with anybody that comes on this team.
Don't you create. I hear a lot of Green Bay fans saying Sean Clifford should be starting.
Well, I maybe he should. I don't know. I don't know
Only
why they're.
because
I
he's
don't.
more
I mean, he's
familiar
been in
with
the system longer.
only because he is
Yeah.
more familiar with our system and scheme than Malik Willis is.
It's not because Sean
That'd be the
Clifford's
only
from
reason.
Penn State. Is that?
Woody, that has nothing.
Oh, okay.
Woody,
I
when they
just thought-
leave college, Woody, that has no bearing on any longer. Okay, buddy.
Just wanted to throw it out there. Sorry.
I mean, I can care less.
I mean,
where
look,
he
all
comes
he's got to
from,
do is
how
be able to
well he
hand the
plays.
ball off. Hand the ball off. Throw. You know,
I
go
agree
to
with
the.
Joseph Boston. He runs really well, and that
Yeah.
might be his best feature. The problem is, even at Liberty, he didn't know how to slide. And prior to being at Liberty, he was at Auburn, and he couldn't beat out Bo Nix, who was awful his first year at Auburn. So if the first QB you can't beat is awful at that place, and you're so bad, you say, I'm going to go to a team that's almost Division II just so I can start. You might have a head case problem.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, man. He's only been here like 3 weeks. I don't. I haven't seen him play a snap. I don't fucking have a clue.
I can give you the stats of his first 3 starts.
I mean, I have to trust LaFleur. I have to trust that his seeing the guy play, him saying that he thinks he's up to speed. He feels confident in what his abilities, what they're asking him to do, whatever their game plan is to win this game or to play this game without Love. They have a plan. I mean,
I want him in the announcer's booth, being the game caller, so he can say, just like when Ricky Vaughn threw that baseball, hit the fan in the stand. Oh, that fan got another lucky souvenir ball.
I mean, I don't know, man.
It's the right move. I'll say this: it doesn't really matter. It's the right move by Green Bay to put Love on the shelf for the week. I mean, even if it's 95 or 98%, it's the right move. And I think the Bears will do the same probably with Rome Odunze, because as JB has been pronouncing loud and proud all week, MCL strain turns into MCL tear, and it's true. At this point in the season, it's week 2. What's taking a week to make sure your guy is healthy? If it's week 17, week 16, maybe you're in a playoff push, you're on the bubble. I can understand taking the risk, but at this point in the season, why risk not only the season, why risk the whole year on game 2? I mean, if you start 0-2, yeah, I get it. You'll start 0-2, but you're not done, especially with Jordan Love. I mean. And that's the other thing. It's because it's your quarterback. I think if anyone were to take a risk, the Bears might be willing to risk Rome Odunze because he's just the receiver. He's not the heartbeat of the offense like Jordan Love is for Green Bay.
And us right now is not that difficult. Not for us to be desperate to.
Yeah, this is the time
to put them out there.
Well, Indianapolis is not a shabby team.
No, they're not. No, but it's too early in the season to risk losing your quarterback. There's no way. I would seriously question the Green Bay coaching staff if they fucking played him. I would seriously question it. I mean, I know a lot of fans want to see him out there and everything, but I would seriously question it. I mean, we all seen how much he was rolling around like someone broke his fucking leg off on the field. You're just not going to get up and have some sort of injury like that and then be playing.
Well, they couldn't give him a shot like they did Aaron Rodgers against us in that second fucking half of that game a couple years ago.
Bro, I honestly can't believe Rodgers took the shot and fucking. I never would have ever thought he would take a shot and go out there again. Never. I honestly, bro, never in my life.
Anybody who watched as far as what you're referencing to back in 2018, no Packer fan could have saw that coming.
No Bears fan either.
Bro, you guys deflated the entire fucking stadium in Lambeau. It was like fucking instantly dead silent.
That fucking Mac, that fumble recovery or interception, and he ran it back. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, yeah, bro. Believe me, man, there was a lot of Bear fans talking shit at halftime.
Oh, I wasn't.
And then what happened?
I do have the number for you. The streak of not passing to a teammate ended at 635 days for Aaron Rodgers last week.
635. Yeah. Well,
I'm telling you, man, JB and his streak stats, man.
he's
That's
got
the
him, bro. He's got him, bro.
I know.
But
you know what?
But
you know
any
what
other
stat,
streak
you know what stat?
say
The stat I heard
I was
last
gonna
week
say
on
the other
Matt
streak you
Stafford.
could mention that's ongoing. Sorry.
Oh, you going? Go ahead. You
Sorry.
finish
Go
it,
ahead,
pal.
man. He's got a delay. That's why he's a little.
Yeah, I was gonna say the other streak you could mention that is still going for Rodgers. How many games he played without having thrown for over 300 yards?
Oh yeah.
No, the stat I was talking about is Matt Stafford did not throw a red zone turnover or a turnover in 3 games or 3 seasons when he played against Detroit. And I was amazed because did he throw it right to Joseph, or did Joseph was he hanging out back there or what?
Joseph jumped the route. It was going to a receiver. I think it was Trey Palmer, if I remember right. Because he was right there, and Joseph just jumped in front of him and took the ball away.
Yeah, I was amazed at that stat with Stafford.
And
that's right, Matt.
How is a guy that hasn't played since he won his Super Bowl with Tampa Bay complaining about something that every team does? The walls and the field is the same color as the home uniforms for almost every fucking team in the league, unless you're wearing alternates, aren't they?
Yep.
I mean,
the Lions cheated.
I never paid attention to it, so I don't know.
It was camouflage.
Yeah, it's camouflage. Bro, no.
Oh,
Come
man.
on, man. That's just ridiculous. You get paid millions of dollars. If you can't see straight, man, go get your eyes checked.
I was saying, it never stopped Stafford from throwing touchdown passes to his own teammates for the years.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah. That's
6
some
foot
bullshit.
8
Bro.
arms.
Yeah, right. It never stopped him when he played there. Yeah.
I said there is a, you know, when I heard Matt Stafford said it at first, I was like, what the fuck? Who said this?
What I really hear him saying is excuse, 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 excuse.
Wow.
And I'll say it again. And I said it when we drafted that guy at 7 in 2021. Matt Stafford was at home in L.A. watching the draft, so happy he was in L.A. He says, and the Lions are on the clock, and the pick comes in and it says, Penei Sewell. Goes, click. Turn that thing off. Said, those motherfuckers.
Probably did. Probably did.
Matt, to answer your question, is like 22. 22 years. Matt's question was, how many years had it been since the number 1 quarterback won his first start? And the answer, that's 22 years.
22 years.
David Carr, wasn't it? Or was it Joey Harrington? I can't remember.
And fucking Caleb Williams should go buy the defense a fucking steak dinner for like the rest of the season.
Oh, I'm sure he did. Yeah, I'm sure.
Oh, man, he has to, bro, because that was his opening game, bro. That was
David Carr. David Carr did win his first game for Houston.
So, Ken, so it is 2 wins, right? 2 wins from a number 1 quarterback, correct? Drafted.
Since 2000, yeah.
Yeah, since 2000, yeah.
So I was right then yesterday or the other day. Okay. I want my slot now.
Woody wants to be right.
Good God, dude.
Hey, Woody, what's the over-under on Caleb Williams hitting 100 yards?
Way under.
All right, how about his first touchdown?
Well, should have had one last week. Thank you, Keenan.
I agree. I fucking 100% agree with you on that, man.
Well.
Brent DeWitt, the LA Sun makes you colorblind and prone to
All right, who do you guys play next week, just in case you don't get it this week?
What's that?
Who's your schedule? Who do you guys play next week?
Who? Week 3.
Yeah. What's your week 3?
Let's see.
Texans is tough, man. Holy shit!
Yeah. I mean, they barely squeaked by Indianapolis, but geez.
Yeah, you're right. I'm 100% worried about Indy's defense. They got a great.
We got Indy next week in Indianapolis.
Oh fuck!
They did not do you any schedule area. help here. And
Well,
then
that's the old. Oh, but
Nah.
we have the second easiest schedule in the NFL.
Third.
Blah blah blah.
it gets
Third.
real easy
Well,
after
That's
Hey,
only based on that's based on how last
Yeah, I
season
know.
ended.
Yeah, man,
Wait,
don't you
Exactly
know?
how it is.
They play the Titans, the Texans, the Colts. Then they play LA Rams.
Because on paper, Ken, you guys should be kicking everyone's ass with your offense.
Yeah, you're not wrong about that.
And then their automatic win, it might as well be a bye within that 3 weeks. They get to play the Panthers at home. They're winning that
And
game.
then we go to London and play Jacksonville.
Oh, fuck.
And Jacksonville is
man,
almost undefeated.
I'm sorry.
in London.
I'm against any international games now. I don't want
But they
another.
did
I
it
don't
right
want the Packers
the
to
way.
go play another game overseas.
After they play in London, they have a bye week.
Who? The Bears?
The Bears.
There. Yeah, anytime you go overseas, like
The Bears.
European games, you always come home to a bye week.
Not last year because the Ravens went overseas and played and came home and played the next week. Matter of fact, they played early.
Yeah, it's true. You know what? I think with the East Coast teams, though, if you go to London, it's only a 5-hour time difference. So I mean, it's no worse if you're an East Coast team to go to London than if you're an East Coast team to go to, let's say, the West Coast. I mean, the time difference is a little bit longer, but not much. The flight's about the same. It's like a 5-hour flight from New York to LA. It's a 5-hour flight from New York to London. It's just a time difference. That's all. It's just like one's a 4-hour time difference, one's a 5-hour time difference.
Then it's
Most teams
Commanders,
got private
Cardinals,
jets, right? They got private team jets.
and then it's
No, they charter. They charter. They
Really?
charter.
Oh,
Yeah, they charter like a 747 or something.
Yeah, it's
I
like
would
yeah,
think
they don't know.
everybody could jet
It's-
so you could be
it's
comfortable.
that plane in
first class.
it's that plane in the first major league. That fucking plane they were using. The commuter planes with the propellers.
Good God.
Yeah, they charter their own bird usually.
Could you imagine when Michael Jordan played his minor league ball and he got on that team bus? He's like, "Fuck this! I'm
Yeah.
a millionaire. Let me get a new bus for the team."
Yeah.
Yeah, because like when the Packers flew to Brazil, where'd they fly out of? They didn't fly out of Milwaukee.
No, I don't think so. They had to
They
go to
chart
they had
they
to go to
chartered a
international
bird. They
airport.
either flew out of Volk Field, which is down there by Fort McCoy, Volk Airfield. That field's big. That airfield's big enough to handle. Or what's the other? Was that not LaSalle? They fly out of it's closer to the east side, but
12
not
touchdowns
far
for
from
a Bears.
Fort McCoy. But
That's the record for a season. 12 touchdowns for a Bears rookie quarterback.
Yeah, it might be. I'm trying to think. But yeah, that's why you can tell. That's another reason you can tell they charter. They don't necessarily fly out of the major airport to fly out of a different
Holy
airport.
shit,
Now we're
man!
going back to Slid Luck.
That was back in the day when they didn't hardly throw, though, bro.
I mean, that's when JB was using a walking stick in San
That's back in the day when maybe 800 yards for the whole season was a good season.
Yeah.
But at the same time, back in 1950, the Bears had a quarterback but named Jim Hardy. In 15 passes, managed to throw 8 picks and set the record for the NFL.
Get the fuck out of here!
It was cold out.
Eight picks and 15 passes. Holy
Yes.
mother of God! That is crazy. Where do you get these stats from, JB?
It's on the cue card, but I told you behind the camera.
Yeah, man.
The NFL Big Book of Trivia.
There you go. All right, there you go.
I don't know if
believe
people
that.
are actually hitting the QR code for the coffee or if it's Steve when, oh my God, does this really work? Oh my God, does this really work?
No, anytime they click it on the web, because now that you have the in the stream
link.
where it's in the chat, and that anybody that clicks the link, it'll count as that QR code.
That's what I'm saying. I wonder if just Steve clicking it over and over. Oh my God, it worked. Oh my God, they did this.
Well,
Steve's
JB,
already
are,
way in pocket.
you getting your stats from John Dorn? Are you talking to him?
No, sir.
God.
No, sir.
Joseph.
I don't
Hey, I
want my
haven't seen
stats to
Dorn
be
in a
wrong.
week. He must
I
be
don't
on.
want my
I haven't
stats
seen-
to be wrong. I do not
I haven't
associate with John Dorn or Paul Merkel.
Has anyone
Oh,
seen
God.
Dorn?
JB's the only guy that comes with a disclaimer for certain guests.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If they show up in the chat, I'll give the disclaimer like right now.
Disclaimer.
Do you have a hand motion?
Yeah, it's this.
Yeah. Get him out.
It's funny. Shit.
I know Lions fans say, "Hey, what is this? This doesn't look like kneecap biting." Nope, it's not. This is the auto open mic.
No, the show's named right. Don't worry about it.
Michael says, ready for the Lions to get their first loss tomorrow. All right, I was just going to ask, Jeremy, what do you predict your score for your game tomorrow?
If everything goes right, it should be like 31-24. If it goes bad, we're going to lose 24-21. I don't do the homer thing and just do one side of it.
You probably got them putting up 24 either way. 24 either way. I see.
Yep. The winning team is I got the Bucs getting 24 because they have enough talent on that roster to average that per game. But at the same time, we thought that they were going to put up that much when we went and played them in Tampa, and we whooped their ass 20-6.
What's your prediction for the Bears, Woody?
Oh my God! I
mean, come on, bro.
I said 27-15. Santos has 5 field goals.
Okay. I mean, he's your MVP. He was your MVP last year, I thought. He might be again this year. All right, A-Dub, for the Packers, what do you got? What do you got to score? Is Darren still in there?
Perhaps. No,
he's done.
Could be 24-21. Perhaps in favor of Green Bay if Malik Willis is any good as I need him to be, 24-21 at the most. If not, it's going to be 24-17 in favor of the Colts.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if Caleb Williams does good, Texans will win 28-27.
Yeah, 28-27. Yeah.
Joseph Austin says Ty Detmer could have broke that. Yeah, opening day after the September 11th thing, he had 7 picks versus Cleveland in that game.
17.
But the difference is he threw the ball 40 times, whereas Jim Hardy only threw it 15.
What are you talking about,
It
Willis?
was cold out.
8 picks. 8 picks.
Yeah, Willis. I mean, look, man, I think the Packer defense is going to play better than they did last week. First of all, hopefully they're better against the run. They're going to need to be because.
And they could have had more turnovers in that game too.
Oh yeah, no, that's true. I mean, we had 3, but they easily could have 5. So, I mean, we'll just have to see. I agree. It's going to be up to Willis how Willis plays. You know, it's going to determine it.
Darren.
Prediction for the Bears: pain. Look at them, pain. 24-21, 24. I think sadly Green Bay will lose. Yeah, I think so too, man. It's if they don't, if Willis ain't there.
Get his best imitation of Clubber Lane in the chat. Prediction for the Bears.
Pain. He said pain. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, 49ers look like the team to beat in the NFC. You guys have got to, that's for the Vikings. They're going to have to fucking. The Vikings might take an ass whooping tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean their defense is pretty decent. No CMC's nice, but I mean,
yeah.
They didn't have CMC last week, and it looked like the ball they didn't miss a beat.
Yeah, that's the thing I was about to say. With Niners,
good.
The Niners are like one of the few teams I can think of that where they missed one of their stars and it's like, okay, next. I mean, they were unaffected.
Their defense is their defense.
That's if they were missing Debo, then they would have a problem. Like they did last year.
Like Purdy ran that offense perfectly last week. I mean, he didn't look like a second-year quarterback.
And Ayuk had a couple drops after his big contract.
Yeah, no, I know, right? Dude does not show up after he talked all that shit, man. He got his money, and then he fucking shits the bed. That's what happens.
Yeah, I think
week 2.
I think Debo and McCaffrey are that team. I'll tell you on offense.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah.
McCaffrey, though, being out 4
Pretty
weeks. Who
good.
saw that coming? They didn't even hint. How all of a sudden it's just like the whole David Bakhtiari last year. Week 1, he plays a perfect game and then he's done for the year. CMC doesn't even play. No one has a clue, and now he's out. Now he's on IR for who knows.
An Achilles. It's an Achilles injury too.
Someone needs to let A-Dub. I think he thinks he's being dropped off the show when they goes off camera. It just puts him in the background. We can still hear him. He drops out every time he takes himself off.
Here, hold on a second. A-Dub, so you can go from just being a normal dude to being the voice of God that people don't see. That's how it works.
Fucking God, my ass.
Of God.
There you go. That was more the voice of God.
Go Bears! That sounds like Dorn.
Shit.
Go Bears!
It should be a good week, man. Week 2. I'm excited, man. Week 2's here.
Can't believe it's already week 2.
Although the Buffalo Bills look better than than I was expecting too, man. Holy
Either
fuck.
that or Miami looked that bad.
Nah, but even against Indy, they came back the second half, bro. They looked really good the second half. I'm just saying. I think I did not think that they would play as well as they are.
Well, Cook went off. He had 3.
Yeah, Cook went off. So do you guys think Tua retires?
Oh,
that's
that's gonna be.
You know that had to be the conversation in the locker room during the game because his family went back to the locker room. You know that had to be part of that conversation back there. And look, I mean, I like the way that McDaniels has handled it with the media when people are asking. You know, he's looking at not as a coach but as a person, which I really respect. I think they're doing right by Tua by not making it like forcing the issue. Like, what's your decision? They're letting him do his thing. They're going through the process. They're going through the evaluations. And you know, I have a feeling if he says, "Look, I have to medically retire," they're just going to give him the contract and say, "Hey, we get it." I mean, the way they're handling that situation in Miami, I have to commend them for it.
I think Tannehill might get a call now.
Tannehill probably already got the call.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know what he probably said? You fuckers shipped me to Tennessee to die. No.
I know.
I just never like going back to a guy who's been out for a while. You know, what? I mean, although look, it worked for what's his name, Flacco last year.
Yeah, but I think the other piece is that this would be a reunion, and how often do reunions actually work?
Oh, that's true.
Not a lot.
I mean, they're your ex for a reason. Anyway, all right, guys. I appreciate everybody coming. Thank you for the first open mic on stream restream.
Woo!
I know, I almost fucked up. But I like it. I like restream. I like it. I think this is gonna be a way to go. Thanks for bringing it to us, Jeremy.
Hey, no problem. Thank you for joining. Because, you know, you guys were already together. You let me join your network to air my stuff on the Roku and Amazon Fire Stick. And now we are pooling together our resources to be able to go out to more places. And that's
You're
what
welcome.
it is. It's
You're
all
welcome,
of us.
JB. You're welcome.
Hey,
The Huddle Sports Family Network. That's what we need to change. We're all a big family. So, all right, guys. Well, thanks for coming, and we'll see you next Saturday. Have a good weekend of football. Hope everybody makes it safe.
Hey, don't forget tomorrow morning, Red Zone Rant at 10 a.m.
tomorrow morning.
Followed by Hallis Hall pregame. Yep.
That's right. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good one.
Huddle Sports Network broadcast. You can find us on Roku TV, Amazon Fire Stick TV, Facebook, and YouTube. Get all your sports news here first. The daily podcasts are Ken and Ken in the Morning, Lions Talk with Smoking Jeremy B, Wrestling Roundup, The Big Football Show, and more, Shield TV, Lions Villain Report, and Red Zone Rant. The afternoon podcasts are Valhalla, Grosef Sports, WCFL Dolphins Talk, The Cheap Seats, The Bodkin Show, Spirit of Detroit Podcast, and MM Indians. The nightly podcasts are Hallis Hall Report. Frozen Tundra Network, Skull Gang 365, the Huddle Sports Network Open Mic.